What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the TRCBY show. Today we're just going back into Exos Hero, and I believe I have one more thing to do, which is the Yupir's Labyrinth. And Yupir's Labyrinth is, as you guys know, I cleared the first sets, or the first set, rather. But I wanted to do this Golem first, because I believe it is worth it to a point. Because you do get extra experience books, which is always helpful. This is the thing that everybody needs just to level up your guys, and so we're just going to do this real quick. I'm not going to change my character setup or anything like that because it's fairly easy if you're up here at this stage or in this chapter in the north area. So we're just gonna, you know what, we'll just put it on auto, just let it go. So this particular team is, of course, we have FC Rara. She's looking pretty dope. And, ooh, I think it's, there's some physical damage immunity at first, yeah. And at least I have a pretty good mix, so I have a mix of physical and magic as well, too. So I believe it's temporary. I don't think it's forever. But we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. So here she goes again. If it's a hit, then I believe it was just that temp. Yeah, so it's just the initial bit that just wore off. So that's nice. Alright. So let's let's just wait until this thing is done here. So this thing is like one of those, it's like a rare boss or notorious monster, or however you want to call it. But it eats away at like a good chunk of your stamina points, which is your levy stones. So I think what was it, like 180 or so just to engage in the battle. Or it's also about 180 exploration turns essentially. So you could either do a exploration and just be AFK and out of the game completely, or you could be exploring while in game and just watching your character run around the map, either collecting coins, equipments, doing encounters. You could also do encounters with, I believe, Gale, which gives you more of these coins as well too. So, but this one I believe is the only thing that gives you EXP books. I'm not sure. I'll have to like rewind back to see some of my footage, but I'm not sure if exploration gives you EXP books. So if EXP books is something that you want to keep on farming, definitely go and get the golem every time he's up, because that is the only thing that is like so limited. You have such a limited resource in this game, like your books, your polishing stones, like those are the things that you need the most to enhance your characters, equipment, and so forth. So experience points, experience books is always it's always needed, because you can use it for anybody, so it doesn't stop you. And again, so not sure if you guys saw my other video, my screen was flickering a lot, so what I ended up doing was I downloaded like a February NVIDIA driver, and it seems to be working fantastically with the LD Player 4.30 or 4.0.30. And I do know that there's a new LD Player out there that's like 0.31, and I think I gave it a try and it crashed, so I'm like, alright, I'm gonna pause on that. I'm gonna keep the 0.30 because it is working beautifully. It's fantastic. So 0.30 with an older NVIDIA driver from February of this year of 2020 seems to be running this game like smooth. It's so much better. All of this graphics that's going on 2x speed, I am not having or seeing any visual or graphical artifacts or tearing or anything like that. So if you guys are using LD Player or whatever it is that you're using, maybe give that a try as well too. Roll back your drivers. I know those emulators tend to be built upon older drivers before they're released, so when newer drivers, it's kind of like the stagger effect and so forth. So you may have newer drivers that's not supported or was built to support. So it's nice to have a newer version of an emulator with an older version of your video driver. So if you guys are seeing that or having any issues, give that a try. Perhaps that will work as well too. It definitely worked for me. I was super annoyed that it kept on tearing like in any of the animation, and it's just like it looked like crap essentially. So this looks a lot better. It is going a lot smoother, and there we are. So let's see if we got ourselves some EXP books. We did. So we got 6 of those, and we also got an enchanting like or enhancing like spirit as well too, and that is pretty sweet. So I'm gonna go and confirm, keep that, take it, and that is dope, and that is done. So let's go into our challenge, and I finished my hero, so I don't feel like doing any more of that, so that's all set. And I did my PvP earlier for the daily, so let's go into Yupir's Labyrinth and just take a look. So let's see, what else should we clear? So I posted some videos of my Abyssal Path. I also did an Abyssal Path on my alt as well too, so they are clear. Now it's just choosing which one I could clear on the team setup that I currently have. So I want to start off at the hardest. I don't want to start off at 1, 2, 3 and then I'm stuck at either 4 or 5, and that kind of sucks. So I'm hoping we could find out which ones I could do. So we'll just go from right to left, and let's just take a look at some of these walkthrough boards here. So we need a 1-hitter, so it's kind of like a nuker. I don't have FC Iris. I went all the way up to I think like 18 or something like that, or maybe not, something in the mid-teens. I was not able to get it, and we know that Tranquil's useless, and the dragon scale doesn't really work in Yupir's Labyrinth either. So it looks like we need mana battery, a battery of some sort, someone to give us battery, and a 1-hitter like Rachel or Rudley. Okay. Oh boy. Seems easy for them since they have FC Iris. Must be nice. I do not. So I have OG Rudley, which I think is like a really pimp looking character as is. So again, that's my main character. I stuck with him when I originally started the game, was just OG Rudley because he just looks fantastic. Alright, so I don't know. I'm not really sure if I could do this, but let's give it a go. But if not, we'll just end the video now with this. Peace. Alright, let's see if we could do this. And we're going in. And let's see. Here we go. I think I need to take it off of auto. Oh man. Okay. Let's take it off of auto. Let it do its thing for the first round. But we do need to save our MP, so it seems. But I believe this first encounter, it will strip you away of all of your MP, so it doesn't really matter if I am not mistaken. So let's see if we're able to do it. 1 time, 2 times, or 5 times, or 18 times, who knows. But we can't give up. We just have to keep on trying because we want to do a daily Yupir's Labyrinth. Like no matter if it's 1, 2, 3 or whatever it is that we could do, just do it. Make sure you get it done, because taking 1 step forward is better than taking no steps at all. So that's at least how I look at it. So just keep moving forward. At least you'll get somewhere. You're not wasting or losing a day clearing a level 1 or level 2 or whatever it is that you could clear. Just as long as you're able to clear something, make the most of that day. Alright, so I was right. It essentially just strips you of all of your mana. And every time you attack, if you notice, increase crit hit rate and increase attack. So the mob or the spirit of Talia is just like all of like the level 5. They're immune to all of this. But her specialty is that she'll burst your ass, hit you hard, and she'll keep on hitting, like keep hitting you harder and harder and harder, because that's just how she rolls the more you attack her. So if you see right here, it's continuous. It will not go away. I think there's a maximum as well too though. So far we have 2. This will be the 3rd, and this will be the 4th. So let's see, and is there a 5th? Yep. Is there a 6th? Yep. Holy cow. So we may just end up wiping in our first hit. Hopefully not, because I don't have any heals. Okay, so Redley's dead. So I'm gonna have to like rethink this particular tactic, because I am just getting beaten up here. So piercing, or we do this. I think this does more damage. It's 300%, but the other one is burst, so I'm not really sure which one does more damage. One is of course AoE. This is a single target. So did a few crit, which is nice. So let's go in with Baraka. And I'm not sure we're able to burst this down, because I think it caps up at 6. So it'd be awesome if she just does a major crit. Now that was a crit, that wasn't a major crit. So I'm not sure if I am able to do this particular one with this team setup, but I really do need to either get lucky with my dodges, just like now, just to stay in the game, because she counters every single attack that you do. Nope, that's the other one. So I guess not. She does not counter every single attack. I think that is the other stage 5. There's Sky or something like that. So this is the one that will just beat the shit out of you with the Golem. The Golem that we just attacked. So yeah, we're done. Okay, so we're not able to deal with this particular team setup. I'm sure other people have other suggestions or team compositions, but I don't have the mana at the moment. So let's take a look at Starry. What is this? The walkthrough says the only easy stage 5. Okay, that's, you don't need to curse there. 258 turns later. What is happening here? No FC, long but easy. Bring a tank and a healer, 3 DPS. First or else minions will respawn. Okay. Kill boss first or else minions will respawn. Alright, that sounds promising. Not really. So let's give it a go. So we need a tank and a healer. So let's change up our formation. We're going to take her out. I do like Baraka in there. We're going to put Anna in here, and I'll put Diga in here. Let's see how that goes. Maybe I should switch off like Rara for Balthury or something like that. Not sure. Let's see if we're able to do this. I didn't check to see if this is specific to any type of element or factions like machines or darkness or whatever it is. So I don't know what will happen when you first encounter a boss. Like all of the other stage 5, they have some little nuances to them, like stripping you of all of your MPs or killing every single one of your guys except for the lowest HP, or taking turns depending on which elemental type per bar of HP they have. They'll be immune to all the rest except for that one. So this one I don't really know. So I'm just kind of just burning my MP because I'm not sure if it really matters at this moment. But we'll see. Hopefully it's not 200 plus turns. That would be an extremely long battle. And hopefully it's not. Come on, final hit. There we go. Bring it on. Here we go. Alright. What? We got little rats up in here. Can we target them? Oh yeah, I guess we can. I didn't mean to just do that. But okay, I guess we could target the rat boss. This reminds me of a chapter story. I forget what chapter it is, where he had this very similar setup where all of the little rats will keep on spawning if you just attack the rats but not attack the boss. So I think we are just going to focus on big boy over there. Forgot his name though. What is his name? Buck. Okay. Alright. He is the chief. Okay. Alright, Mr. Buck. Let's get to it. That's pretty cool. Alright, we're going to toss ourselves a heal because we're a little low. Here we go. It's kind of a bummer that we were kind of stunned over there with Diga. So we couldn't get that shield. Sheer health. I guess it's just going to be a very long battle. Like they said, 200 plus turns, that is ridiculously long. I don't want it to be 200 turns, please. No, thank you. So from the looks of it, so far, I'm hoping it's not going to be a 250 turn. Come on, big crit. Ooh, that's not too bad. That's pretty good. Alright. Annie. Jeez. Annie's just ridiculous. So, Annie is definitely worth having. And, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. She definitely makes the game in terms of opening up content or doing PvP. She just brings a whole boatload of fantastic combination and possibilities. So FC Annie right there is legit. So just gonna keep on doing the focusing over here of the single target, because I am thinking from what I read, doesn't really matter about the minions, just keep focusing on the boss. So that is what I'm going to do. Alright, so I may end up doing an edit on this part, not having you guys watch all of it, and yeah, I'm just going to mute the mic and keep on playing. Alright, it looks like we are creeping up towards the end. We're at 132 right now. I believe we may end up doing it in less than 200. So, yeah, at least it's not that like 250 like that other poster. But it does seem like it's a easier fight. And as you know, I stopped doing my AoE with Annie just because I don't want to deal with full health little rats at the end. I'm not sure if that is a wise decision or not, but I am trying to do this so that way I don't have to deal with full HP rats. So I would rather do a one-shot AoE towards the end instead of having to continue to deal with it. But who knows, maybe it is just slowing me down and just increasing my counter for no apparent reason, but we'll see. So it seems like it's legit in terms of it is a long fight, but it's an easy fight. So if you have a normal setup with a tank of healers and DPS, you should be okay. I didn't do any attacks with Degas just because I just want to keep him up with the shield and share health shield. So just kind of playing it safer than trying to go all out with DPSing. So there are moments when, like now, I'm running low on HP, but I'm thinking it's good to always save up my mana, or like that, for these heals towards the end when they start using some of their skills. And boy, whew, this is a longer than expected, but not as long as I think I had one that was like ridiculously long. I forget the video, but it was a long one where I just kept it on. Alright, it looks like we are creeping up towards the end. We're at 132 right now. I believe we may end up doing it in less than 200. So yeah, at least it's not that like 250 like that other poster. But it does seem like it's a easier fight, and as you know, I stopped doing my AoE with Annie just because I don't want to deal with full health little rats at the end. I'm not sure if that is a wise decision or not, but I am trying to do this so that way I don't have to deal with full HP rats. So I would rather do a one-shot AoE towards the end instead of having to continue to deal with it. But who knows, maybe it is just slowing me down and just increasing my counter for no apparent reason, but we'll see. So it seems like it's legit in terms of it is a long fight, but it's an easy fight. So if you have a normal setup with a tank of healers and DPS, you should be okay. I didn't do any attacks with Degas just because I just want to keep him up with the shield and share health shield. So just kind of playing it safer than trying to go all out with DPSing. So there are moments when, like now, I'm running low on HP, but I'm thinking it's good to always save up my mana, or like that, for these heals towards the end when they start using some of their skills. And boy, whew, this is a longer than expected, but not as long as I think I had one that was like ridiculously long. I forget the video, but it was a long one where I just kept it on auto. I think it was the Abyssal one, but I think we are almost towards the end here, and if Baraka doesn't kill him, we will definitely AoE with Annie just to finish him off. I'm hoping Annie will be able to come through now with her AoE. Most of them should be dead, so let's give it a go and see what happens. And here we go. Is she the finisher? Big bang attack. Alright. Yeah, she was. So now we have just these little guys left and just popping them down. Guess he could go out and attack as well too. And that's done. And you are done. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. We have ourselves a new path. So this is about a 161 then, right? We're at 160. So will this be the first, or is it still considered my 160th turn? Anyways, it's less than 200. That's not too bad. That's pretty good. That's much more reasonable than these ridiculously long battles that I don't know what the programmers or the developers were thinking about, but some of their stuff is just like, WTF, what are you thinking, or what were you thinking? So we were able to clear Starry Corridor 5. So I'm hoping it gets easier and easier and easier, and this one will be our Mew. So Mew is always good, definitely with the new patch that's happening with your enchanting of your elemental, where it uses Mew to level up. So essentially what that is once you hit level 90, you could enhance your elemental type to break more of your opponent's shield. So yeah, so I think that's awesome. And that is it. So ladies and gentlemen, we were able to do, or at least pick our next target, which is Starry Corridor. I tried the Abyssal Gate, but I didn't really try too hard. So we just went into the next one and so forth. So that's at least my mentality going into it. So Abyssal Path is done. The next thing that we are looking forward to clearing is our Starry Corridor. And yeah, make sure that you guys make the most of every day. Don't give up if you can't do a level 5. Remember, just pick one. It doesn't matter which one it is. Just as long as you get one done a day within that time frame, you're good. So that is my advice. I hope everybody have a wonderful rest of your day, and peace out.